What's up, tricksters? Today I'm sharing with you the second part of my perfect aim training method, which is my personal AimLab training routine that got me into top 74 Radiant players in Valorant. This AimLab playlist was originally created for one of the students in my private coaching sessions, but I did a bit of adjustments to make it ultimate, which means that it will improve all of your raw aim problems, no matter which problems you have or what rank you are at the moment. You can use this as your main training routine in Iron or even if you're Radiant. Even though I'm an esports veteran with over 20,000 hours in FPS games, this whole routine with in-game training and third-party programs increased my headshot percentage and accuracy by 10% in only 1 month of using it.
If you also want to get private professional coaching and reach your goals as fast as possible in Valorant, make sure to visit my official Discord server to check out the best coaching programs for your fast improvement.
But before we start, my name is Charlatan, all-time Radiant player in Valorant, esports pro player, and private FPS coach that improved hundreds of gamers in the past 5 years. And I'm here to improve you as well. So, let's start with the most important question of them all. Will third-party aim trainers like Covex or AimLab improve your skill in Valorant? The short answer is absolutely yes, but if you use them in a smart way. You need to look at these softwares as a supplement to your aim training. We use them to improve our raw mechanical skill, which is accuracy, flicking, tracking, reflexes, peripheral vision, aim decisions, micro and macro adjustments. But your ability to get kills in Valorant or any other FPS game while having perfect aim is impacted by many other factors that we cannot fix in these third-party programs. There is movement, there are shooting techniques, there is proper angle holding, there is spray control patterns and many other things that will impact your kill potential. That is why you need to have the good in-game training that is supplemented by aim trainers. When this video reaches 2000 likes, I'm going to explain you how to use aim trainers properly, what are the best tasks and settings for Valorant, how to maximize the benefits of using these third-party programs, and I'll share with you 2 additional extremely hard playlists for godlike aim in FPS games. Also, if you're using Covex, I've got you covered, my friends. Next week, I'm going to share my ultimate Covex routine as a replacement for this one. So make sure to hit that subscribe, turn your notifications on, leave a like and comment down below which Valorant Pro guide would you like to see in future from Charlatano Papito. Now let's start with my Valorant Ultimate AimLab training. In the description of this video you can find the link to this routine. Make sure to download and install the AimLab, download the routine and you can find it in your custom playlist. Another way to find this routine is by simply going into AimLab's homepage, click on download, click on playlist and search for Valorant Ultimate Training by Charlatan. This specific routine I perform after my in-game training method that I've explained in my previous video. I usually perform and recommend around 1 hour of aim training daily if you want to have a bit more consistent aim and gradual improvement. Going above 1 hour, in my opinion, is pointless, and in this 1 hour we are not counting your warm-up before the games. I usually spend around 30 minutes performing some kind of a in-game routine and around 30 to 40 minutes of AimLab or Covex. You can use all of my aim training routines and playlists also as a warm-up tool before your gaming sessions. But don't overdo it, it's still a warm-up. Now you've downloaded the playlist and you hit that play button. It's time for you to fix all of your aim problems and make them disappear forever. This playlist is following all of the aim training rules that we've discussed in my perfect aim training method video. This routine is easy, medium and hard, meaning that it is well balanced. This routine is focusing on all of the main problems that you'll have in games like Valorant and CSGO. If you want, you can change some parts of this playlist to suit your personal needs a bit better, but in my opinion it is all around training that will improve anyone's aim to higher levels. If you want to find out more rules about aim training, make sure to watch my previous video. Now let's start with a breakdown of this AimLab Ultimate training for Valorant. In this playlist you will find 20 different tasks that you can see on your screen right now. Some of them are AimLab's default tasks, and some of them are specifically customized and improved by yours one and only Radiant coach. I just made them a bit harder and a bit more beneficial for your improvement. Each of these tasks you want to perform 2 times in a row. For the first time, you're going in the slow mode, meaning that you should focus on keeping your accuracy as high as possible for that specific task. You shouldn't be a Grandma Josephine, but don't rip your hands apart. And for the second time, you're going in the fast mode, meaning that you should sacrifice a bit of your accuracy and try to build up your reflexes and speed. Don't go too fast, where you're missing a lot of the shots and building bad habits. Try to sacrifice only around 10 to 20% of your accuracy, but don't focus on your high scores as well and being the best player in AimLab. Nobody gives a crap about that. Focus on building good habits, fixing your raw mechanical problems, and implementing these techniques later on in Valorant. Now I'm going to explain you how to properly perform every single task and on which things you should focus. Starting with the first task in this routine is the most famous one, Grid Shot Ultimate. In this task we just want to warm up our hands for training with our vertical and horizontal flicks. We're starting on a bit lighter note here. Focus on having above 90% accuracy and going as fast as you can while keeping that number stable. Make sure that your flicks are extremely rough, like you're a fruit ninja, cutting the enemies apart. One thing that coaches and pro players never mention is that any type of training that you're doing should also include some fun elements. At the end of the day, this is gaming. It should be entertaining and fun to do. For the second task in this routine, we have Multi-Line Tracer Ultimate. In this task, we are building up vertical and horizontal composure of your aim. You need to shoot a target that is glowing. Then move across the line as precise as possible towards the next target and repeat the process. In this task, we're doing the same thing that we were doing in the first one. We're building efficiency of your movement and making your aim steady, precise and smooth, baby. Your aim should never be wobbly bubbly. It needs to be steady and ready. Try to focus on having above 70% accuracy while performing this task. For the third one in this routine, we have Headshot Precision. Targets are spawning in the same horizontal line, and our focus here is to keep our horizontal crosshair placement as steady as possible, without any shaky movement. Try to keep your accuracy above 90% and focus on smooth and clean flicks. For the fourth task in this routine, we have Sphere Track that is customized by Charlatano. In this task, we are practicing something that a lot of players struggle with in my coaching sessions, and that is your tracking ability. The main point of this task is to keep your crosshair as precise and as long as you can on the actual target. If you run out of the space on your mousepad, quickly reposition your mouse to your anchor point and continue with the routine. Keep your accuracy between 50% and 70% at all times. In the fifth task, we have Spider Shot 180. This is one of my favorite tasks to perform in AimLab because it is extremely crucial for any FPS game that you're playing, and it utilizes your whole arm for aiming, from shoulders to wrist. With this task, we're working on your ability to react on the enemies that are shooting you from behind and different angles. Essentially, we're trying to polish out your large flicks and macro adjustments that you should be performing with your whole arm, and then using your wrist to readjust crosshair placement in order to kill the targets. Focus on keeping your accuracy above 90% And when you're performing 180 flicks, make sure that you're doing them from only one clean swipe, and then readjusting your crosshair placement with your wrist. For all of these tasks, you can use my hand cam as a reference on how you should be aiming at the targets, and one problem that might occur here is your sensitivity. If your sensitivity is too low, you won't be able to perform clean 180 flicks, and how to fix this problem I'm going to explain in my future sensitivity guide for Valorant. For the 6th task, we have reflex shot precision, baby. With this task, you should focus on building up your speed and reflexes while keeping your accuracy above 70 to 80% at all times. Make sure to always have an anchor point for your crosshair placement in the middle of this shooting range. Flick towards the target, kill the enemy, and reposition your crosshair back to your anchor point for the next gunfight. For the 7th task, we have decision shot precision. What the fuck is this name? Red or blue targets will appear in the middle of your screen. When you shoot the target, 2 additional targets of different colors will appear on opposite directions. If the center target was red, you need to shoot the red target. If the center target was blue, you need to shoot the blue target when they scatter. With this practice, we are focusing on your aim decisions, discipline, and reflexes. Make sure that your accuracy is always above 95%. For the 8th task, we have micro shot precision. There is really nothing in-depth about this task. Your micro flicks and crosshair placement adjustments are as equally important as your macro adjustments. Valorant is the game that heavily relies on one-taps and burst firing. Thus, having polished micro and macro movements will significantly improve your ability to kill the enemies. Flicking is 2 times more important in Valorant than tracking for your raw aim. Focus on having accuracy that is above 90%. For the 9th task, we have Motion Track Ultimate. Even though flicking is more important than tracking in Valorant, proper tracking will allow you to have better spray control, clearing of the angles, and cleaner crosshair placement for some gunfights. In this task, you want to shoot the middle target and then perform smooth flick towards the moving target while tracking its movement as best as you can. And on number 10, we have the Motion Shot Precision. Essentially, this task follows the same principles from the previous one, but instead of tracking the target, your job is to shoot at the target while it's moving. This type of task will help you with enemies that are swinging you around the corners, and you need to react on their peaks as fast as possible. Make sure to keep your accuracy at around 80 to 90% as well. At numero 11, we have Scatter Shot Standard. This task is amazing for micro crosshair placement adjustments and flicks in Valorant. You shoot at the first target and then that target scatters in 2 smaller ones. As soon as you kill all of the small targets, perform a quick flick towards a new target and repeat the process with at least 90% accuracy. At number 12, we have a bit of the fun break, but this time it is the grid shot precision. Keep your accuracy above 90% and just relax a bit, because the next 8 tasks are mainly going to be focused on your speed and reflexes. It is time to rip your hands apart and go harder than last time, baby! For the 13th task, we have the Headshot Reflex Standard. This is the same task as a regular headshot that we had before, but instead of targets consistently being on your screen, they're appearing and disappearing fast on different horizontal locations. Try to be quick and precise with your horizontal flicks while keeping your accuracy around 80 to 90% at least. For the 14th task, we have Spider Shot Speed that is personally customized by me. The main difference between this spider shot and the regular one that you can find on AimLab is that targets are significantly smaller. We are trying to make from you the headshot machine and not the master of blue orbs. Focus on your precision and slowly build up your speed over time. This task will be a bit intimidating for you, but trust me, you'll get a lot of benefits from it in the actual game. And on number 15, we have the absolutely hardest task from this playlist, and that is the reflex shot speed that is personally customized. Targets are extremely small. They are appearing and disappearing at an extremely fast rate, and you won't have a lot of time to think about your shots. Make some kind of an anchor point for your crosshair placement in the center of this range, and then when the target spawns, perform a fast flick towards it and then reposition your crosshair back at the center whether you kill it or not. In this task, you need to use your peripheral vision in order to spot the targets fast and rely on your aim sense in order to kill them. I'm going to explain the topic of aim sense and how to train your peripheral vision in some of my future videos, but for now, this content is locked behind my coaching sessions. In this task, even if you have only 30 to 40% accuracy, you are on the right path, Trickster. Don't think too much. Rely on your feelings for the aim movement and develop your reflexes to godlike levels. I am basically here to think for you. On 16th position, we have Decision Shot Speed. This task is the same as Precision one that we had before, but the only difference is that we are working on your speed and reflexes. Targets won't stay on your screen forever, and you need to be very fast in order to kill them. At 17th place, we have Micro Shot with customized speed and size of targets. This task is the same as Micro Shot Precision that we had before, but it's going to be a living hell for you because I personally customized it for faster improvement of reflexes and precision. Don't worry about your high scores in AimLab. They mean absolutely nothing. We're training you in order to dominate your opponents in FPS games. Even if you have only 30 to 40% accuracy at the beginning of this specific task, you will slowly improve and your reflexes are going to feel much better in Valorant. At numero 18, we have Motion Shot with customized speed. This task is the same as Motion Shot Precision, but once again I gave it a bit of my personal touch for your faster improvement of speed and reflexes. Go fast and harder than ever before. For the 19th task, we have personally customized Circle Shot. In this task, targets will be randomly moving 360 degrees around you, and you need to shoot it 3 times in order to kill it. Make sure that you're tracking your target perfectly, and once you feel that your aim is locked onto the target, perform fast 3 taps like I'm doing in this example. Don't go for 1 taps and slow shots, try to simulate a burst fire in Valorant, and go for the fast 3 bullets. Once you kill that target, perform a fast flick onto the second one and repeat the process. And we've finally reached the end of this playlist with 6 Shot Ultimate. This task will make your wrist aim much better and make sure that you are having at least 90% of accuracy when performing it. All of these tasks you should perform for 2 rounds in slow and fast mode. Make sure to do all of them in this specific order because there is a lot of in-depth thoughts and professional experience behind this whole routine. After 1 month of using my in-game training routine combined with AimLab or Kovacs, you will witness a significant improvement in your aim performance. And I need to remind you that when this video reaches 2000 likes, I'm going to share with you my Kovacs routine, how to actually improve your aim with third-party programs with specific tasks or settings, and I'm gonna give you 2 additional godly playlists that will tear your hands apart and make you the headshot machine in Valorant or any other FPS game that is similar. Okay, this has been another long-ass video with a lot of useful information for you, and I would highly appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on for some future content, leave a like and comment. Check out my twitch.tv/charlatan channel for some live tips and solo queue shenanigans. Join my official Discord server if you want to improve fast like hundreds of other players with my professional assistance. And down in the description below, you can find all of my other social media. I'm yours, one and only, Warden of the Tricksters community. Thank you for watching and cut, baby!